Hello there, it's Jenny from Southern Savers. We are a good spell. So fun to kind of, not hold you guys up and make you wonder where in the world I am. So I know we should just start a new trend, right? And get on 1 minute early every time so that you don't wonder where I've been. I just tried to start broadcasting on Facebook and everybody got to look at the other side of my dining room, just realized the camera was going the wrong way while I talked. So I know we'll have folks that continue to join us, since I probably have you in the trend of us starting a few minutes late, but it is our Monday night Q&A and we always try to start at 8:30. Hopefully we've got internet issues worked out and there's no big storm tonight that's gonna kick us off halfway through, or not yet anyway. So hopefully we'll be good. Tonight's Q&A is whatever you wanna talk about, so you can always leave any question you have that is coupon, or I don't really care. It can be stump Jenny on anything you'd like. But I always come with a topic. So the topic that I had to start us off with for tonight was saving on clothing and accessories. And I know last week's was saving just online in general, but kind of thought I would take that to another level on something pretty specific, mainly because everyone's in back to school mode. We're all looking for deals on, all the things that our kids need. And then sometimes when you're in back to school mode, you're also thinking about what your fall wardrobe would also like. So just thought clothing and accessories might work well tonight. And we do have a lot of deals because it's back to school season on just certain items that we might all need or want. Put it in either boat, however you look at it. Let's start off not in clothing and accessories, though. Tiffany has a Google room, and yes, Harris Teeter is running triples. I found out late, mostly because I was in my own zone running the Becoming conference this weekend, and I'm like, it's a reality after running a conference. You've got Harris Teeter triples. So Tiffany, I plan on really not sleeping tonight, but I will have the first list of deals up before my head hits the pillow, whenever that happens. So they are running triples. What triples means, any coupon that is 99 cents or less will triple in value. This is huge. The last time they ran triples was a couple of years ago. So this is really fun for Harris Teeter folks. Really, there aren't a lot of 99-cent coupons. You're looking for your 75-cent coupons. If you head to the coupon database on Southern Savers, you can actually search for 75-cent coupons. So just type in 0.75/1, and the database is gonna spit out at you all the 75-cent coupons that are out there, and then just kind of go crazy, because a 75-cent coupon during triples is going to be worth $2.25 off of one item. That's pretty huge. So if you're anywhere near a Harris Teeter, it's a great week to go. If you're not near a Harris Teeter, someone always asks me, especially when we do live Q&As, is it worth the drive? Keep in mind, they're going to limit you to 20 items per day that will triple. So if you're, 45 minutes or more out, I don't really know that it's going to be worthwhile to you to drive all that way just to get 20 deals. But if you're anywhere within a 35-minute or less radius, it's a lot of fun to do Harris Teeter triples or even super doubles. So far, I have this validated in North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, and Maryland stores. So it's not going to be as restrictive as the super doubles that we just saw a couple of weeks ago. So hopefully everyone in Harris Teeter land will be able to take advantage of it. It's going to start on Wednesday and it'll run through the following Tuesday. So that's the news for Harris Teeter land. I apologize, I have a little cold. That's just part of, you run a really big conference and you come home having not slept, you're gonna get sick. So you get to listen to me cough tonight. Brian, I think that would be a really great idea to drive all the way from Pennsylvania to go to a Harris Teeter. Please don't do that. Plus you have plenty of stores in your neck of the woods that double, don't you? Or at least one, I'm pretty sure. So to move on to other things though, since the goal was clothing and accessories, the first big thing with clothing deals, we are in back to school season and definitely want to be watching for the specific deals on the things that you need. Keep in mind that most of the deals that we're seeing are actually online. So as an example, Kohl's right now running 25% off, 15% off coupon codes. They aren't offering you an in-store coupon that would mirror that. So I can get the same exact item, but I actually can get a better deal by buying it online. If you want free shipping, many items for these stores, Kohl's and many others, I can select free in-store shipping. We talked a lot about that last week, just key points on how to save online. But we don't ever want to pay for shipping. We want to get all the deals and not have that added little part tacked on. So definitely select free in-store pickup if you can, if you're not hitting the threshold or whatever the threshold is for free shipping for that store. But keep in mind that many of the times I have a really great coupon code that I can't use in the store, I can use online, and I get a better deal. So that one, Kohl's is one great example of that, but we're also seeing that for some other stores that we don't necessarily have a local store, or maybe in our neck of the woods, like Crocs, for instance. We have like this kiosk in our mall, but we don't really have a Crocs store. I can get some really great deals at crocs.com using online coupon codes, plus their free shipping rate is just 25 bucks. It's lower than Amazon Prime sometimes for some of us if we have an add-on item. So just so you kind of see that one little part before you start deciding where to shop. Also, one thing I want to throw out for clothing is don't forget about used options or new with tags even, but through a consignment side. So I've mentioned them some on the site, but a favorite site for us for clothing items is Thredup. So if you've ever not been there, it's time to visit thredup.com. And once you head there, you have to log in. So if you've never used it, you'll have to create an account, but it's a consignment site. They sell used children's and women's clothing. So boys and girls, but no men. Sorry, any guys that are watching, but boys and girls and women's clothing. It's used, though they do have some items that are new with tags. Why would I point you this way? Even the new with tags items are already 50% off the price that you would have grabbed them for originally. The used items are really cheap. They also have clearance deals, and many, I want to say at least 3 to 4 times a year, they'll run 99-cent clearance sales where the items only cost 99 cents. So we try to stock up a lot when we see Thredup sales, but also any other particular Thredup items. The other thing that I grabbed from Thredup, almost all of my children's shoes come from Thredup. They are really, really picky with what they'll sell. So the shoes that you grab, the shoes that you're grabbing, for me, they don't even look worn by the time you can, I get them in the mail. It's like I bought them a new pair of shoes. They don't care, but I've saved a ton. So we're getting name brand shoes like Stride Right for little ones and paying 10 bucks a pair. You can't get Stride Right shoes for little ones. They're like 25, 35 bucks for a pair of shoes for a 2-year-old. That's insane. They're good shoes, but I just can't afford that. So 10 bucks a pair at Thredup. So look into that. There's another site that's similar. Because these are consignment sites, I'm just gonna warn you up front, they're not the easiest to sit there and browse on. You actually will kind of, by the end of it, be like, oh, this site kind of gives me a headache. And you also might want to buy them an iron because they don't iron anything before they take pictures of it. I want to buy them an iron, and I don't even iron, but it just kind of drives me crazy. So just go and have some patience as you're searching for things, but there are definitely some really great deals. The other site that could be worth grabbing deals from as well is Schoola. It's spelled like school with an A at the end. So Schoola.com is another kids consignment. They also sell women's clothing. So you can save a lot in either one of those boats by getting name brand items really that are a fraction of the price. If you like high-end items, let's just get that one off the boat right now. I am not necessarily a high-end kind of girl. I wouldn't even really know a high-end brand if I was wearing it. So one big way though, if you are a high-end girl, you know exactly what you want, and you like Kate Spade or Tory Burch. Those are two brands I can tell you. Diane Von Hoosie What's It Shoes. The name's really long. Great site to check out for you guys in consignment is tradesy.com. So it's tradesy.com, Tradesy. And Tradesy is one where if I had a high-end item, I would actually sell it to you. So you're buying direct from the consumer who bought it and is now reselling it to you normally. And it's a great way to save a ton on those high-end brands. So Kate Spade purses that are, regularly in the $400 range, which just makes my heart skip beats. If you love Kate Spade, you could grab purses and get them for half price and then really use them for a couple of months and resell them to Tradesy and other places like that. So look into that if you're a high-end kind of girl. It's definitely worth perusing anyway before you start paying full price for those items. And the high-end stores do have sales. Kate Spade actually just ran a really great surprise sale. That was 75% off. They tend to run that about 3 times a year, so you just missed that one. But we see the other sites do the same. So if you have brands, you are a brand person, or you just have a specific brand that you love, highly recommend signing up for a brand's email newsletter so that as soon as they run a deal, you know before anybody else possibly, because they're going to email out to all of the people who love them, their most loyal people, before they even really start to market it anywhere else. So if that's you, it never hurts to get these emails. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's your way of saying, I love you, please let me know when they're on sale. They'll definitely do that. So to jump back into other questions that folks have, and Shannon mentioned too with Thredup, so not only can we buy at Thredup, we can also sell. So you can take all your stuff. Thredup will send you a closet clean out bag. That's what they call it. And you just stuff your stuff into the bag. You mail it to them. It's already a postage paid bag, basically. You don't pay anything to send your stuff to them. And then they give you what they feel your items are worth. So you have a little bit of risk there because you're not the one selling on Thredup directly, like at Tradesy, where I put up my purse, I decide how much I want to sell my purse for. But at Thredup, they give me what they think it's worth. And then I have that back in credit to Thredup, or I can tell them to give it back to me in cash. So you have that option. But it is a good way if you've got some, maybe you had a great baby shower, you got a ton of gifts, and there's no way that you're going to use these items or all of these items, then bundle them all up, send them to Thredup, get some cash back to use on larger items as your kid is growing. So my sister-in-law needs to take that advice because I gave her buckets and buckets and buckets of clothes. Having 5 girls, here's everything. So she can't really use that with one baby, but she could totally take a lot of that, package it up, and send it off to them, make some money, and then use that to help get larger sizes. So that is an option. Thredup and School of Both give you that option. And it is a good way to not only save money on your clothes, but to make some money as well. So to talk about Target and redcard. Last week I mentioned that the Target redcard, I'm just kind of reading your comment, Target redcard being able to be linked to your debit and checking account and not being a credit card. Can I elaborate on that? So if you are a regular Target shopper, the Target redcard gets you 5% off purchases and at Target online. Free shipping on any order that you make from Target's website. So it's well worth grabbing if you're regularly shopping there. Target has 2 options for the redcard. One is it's a credit, and 2 is it's a debit card. To get the debit card side in the store, you just need to go in with your checkbook, and you'll give them a void. It will link the account to your credit. I'm sorry, for these, you can go to Target's website and sign up for a redcard completely online if you want to. However, I would actually encourage you, if you're going to get one in the store, because the sweet person who is checking you out is required to ask every soul that comes through their line, please, will you get a Target red card? And everybody says no. But when you say yes, they actually get a little tiny bonus for you saying yes. So just make their day and get it in the store if you're pondering it. To be able to get it in the store and make it a debit card, you will have to have your checkbook with you. So just go prepared with that. For me, every time I planned to get it in the store, I never had my checkbook with me. So I did end up signing up for mine online because I was kind of tired of forgetting about it. But it is worth having. If you even occasionally shop there, you get 5% off of every purchase that you make, plus free shipping and 5% off when you shop online. So other question that popped in that's not clothing, but totally cool. Wondering if we could possibly touch on the new changes at CVS. It's all a little confusing on what coupons can be stacked and what coupons can be used on promotions. So Anna, the new coupon policy at CVS is basically a reiteration of the old coupon policy. They didn't change much at all, except making a whole lot more cloudy what they already had. So can you use an extra care buck and a CVS coupon and anything like that with a sale? From my contacts at corporate, they had no intentions on changing the coupon policy that they already had in place. Yes, you can still use an extra care buck to pay for a deal that gives you more extra care bucks. That's the end, basically the whole concept of the extra care buck system. So that's the big one that everybody's concerned with. It will work just fine. You can still pay with an extra care buck on an extra care buck deal. What you're going to see the changes of, we've always had those % off coupons that didn't work with sales. You know, your 20% off that came in the email, or the 20% off deodorant that was off a specific category, never worked with sale items. That's basically what they're spelling out now. So that one is still not going to work on sale items. But if you notice, all the other CVS coupons do not state that. And that's what the coupon policy says, is that they can't be used with sales, yada, 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 unless otherwise stated on the coupon. So they haven't changed any of the other wording, and we're good on that. The only other thing to watch for on the new CVS policy is that it does specifically state that you cannot use expired coupons any longer in the store. Does that mean that your store will stop accepting them? I don't know. I think that we'll see some stores kind of give a leeway, because most of us are used to a 2-week rule. I've let my extra care bucks expire, having that 2-week gap. But as CVS pushes more and more and more people to go electronic, to go with the CVS app, you don't have the ability to use an expired coupon. It's gone on the app. It doesn't hang around after it expires. So that's really what they're trying to do, is give you no reason, no hesitation to not take the app version of the coupon, because they realized that that was a holdup, as we were all kind of even sharing about it on our calls. Like, don't go app, don't go electronic, because if I have the paper version, I could still use it after it expired. So they're kind of doing away with that. Now it's even playing ground, however you plan on using it. That's really where they're going for. So I don't expect there to be a lot of other huge changes. Don't be too scared on all of that. Yes, and just like Tawana is saying, you know, to watch your extra care bucks, because they are going to run out. Not necessarily sooner. They're still planning on the 30-day window. I haven't seen them reduce that 30-day extra care buck at all, but more that you're used to having the extra 2 weeks and you don't have it anymore. It's a real 30 days. And then when it expires, you wouldn't be able to use it after it expired. Okay, so to make sure, I think I've caught them all. So Tiffany says, a lot of us are getting a new Publix in our area. Can you talk about the advantages of Publix a little bit? Tiffany, can you share in the comments what area you're in? Because that differs as to how Publix is going to be great or not great for you. So I'm going to wait until I see you put that in the chat, and then I'll answer your Publix question. But I want to make sure I'm making it specific to what your policy may be. And Brian, I completely agree. So we already talked about the Target red card, but if you are regularly in there, there really isn't a reason to not have it, especially when you go with the debit card option. It's not a credit card. You're not racking up credit card ton on the 5% every single time you're in the store. So to not have that, if you're in there, you should have it. Will Thredup take costume jewelry? Shanna, they will, but they're really specific on what they do and don't take. So sometimes you're going to send things off and you're going to think, man, this is perfect, and they're not going to take it. I don't necessarily know the rhyme or reason as to what they do and don't, but they do take some. What I would recommend before you put items in a Thredup bag to mail away is that you actually look on their site. Do they have something similar to this? What are they offering for it right now? Because that's going to give you an idea of how much you could get back. Before I mail it off to them, I kind of want to know, could I have sold it locally even? Don't forget about, I guess we should really go back. I've gone through the Thredup and the Schoola as consignment options, but a lot of us in our towns have consignment options where we can sell direct to them, or we dump it off in a bulk and they give us a flat amount. So play those closet, uh, is one of them. Hurt you on that, but it's worth trying. So scan it, see what happens, but I've not ever tried it. You make me want to go get out a Sam's Club receipt from a couple of weeks ago that I was there for. Just honestly never even thought about it before. But if anyone else does know, chime in the comments. That would be a really big help to folks. Let's see. So, would you know why our CVS in Hawaii doesn't accept extra care bucks? Everything here in Hawaii is so expensive. I'm not quite sure why they would be different. I do know that in New York, for their deals and promotions, they actually don't have many extra care bucks deals at all. They still accept them in New York City. Just to give you an example of a different large city. So they still accept them, but they don't Okay. So CVS is coming out with a credit card. I got an email about it. Have you heard about that? I am not surprised. Just like Target, kind of everybody wants to have a credit card. Um, not different at all for folks. Um, so let's see. I think I ended up with 3 of me on the screen. Okay, so I think that we're good. I'm back in. Sorry for that, guys. Not quite sure. Now everybody should be able to see me in every place. Are there any great deals on school supplies, and where are they? Yes, there are a lot. And heads up for my school supply folks, you only have about 2 more weeks of school supplies and deals on them. So for us, like kids don't even go back for another 2 weeks with our homeschool co-op, but I know public schools have already started back in a lot of areas. Most school supply deals are over the end of August. So if your kids don't go back until September, you need to buy all the supplies now. Best school supplies out there, we've got Penny Depot, a lot of them this week. You've got the less is more list at Staples, plus Staples is price matching 110% price match guarantee at all their competitors. That includes Walmart and Target. So if I head to Staples, I can actually get those 25-cent deals at Office Depot as long as they're not Office Depot brand items. So for example, if there's a really great deal on Crayola crayons, I can price match that at Staples. But if the really great deal is on Office Depot #2 pencils, I can't price match that. Staples doesn't sell Office Depot pencils. But Staples does have a 110% price match guarantee. Target has a price match that is just to give you the same deal. So if you're going to price match out your school supply deals, you want to head to Staples to do it, to take full advantage of that. They are running sales as well. So Staples and Office Depot kind of win always. The school supply store deals are the best in the office supply stores. One other thing to really chat about on back to school items is if you want a new computer or a printer or a tablet, the best deals that we see, tablets maybe not so much, but they'll be identical to the Black Friday deals. Computers and printers, they are going to beat Black Friday prices for the next 2 weeks. This is it. Even laptops. So I always get folks who will ask in October, are we going to see really great laptop deals for Black Friday? You know what? You just missed it. You're 4 weeks late. You should have grabbed them before the end of August. So if you are on the fence or you're thinking about a computer, this is the time to get one, I promise. Best deals for computers and for printers, again, are at the office supply stores. So don't miss those. Office Depot last week ran a sale. It sold out within a day, but it was by far the lowest price we have ever seen on a all-in-one multifunction Brother laser printer. If I didn't already own 3 Brother printers, I would have bought it. I don't need it, but it was a crazy good deal. 69 bucks for a wireless black and white laser printer that copies and scans and faxes everything else. You can't even get the normal little baby laser printer that's wireless for that price. So keep an eye on those stores. You're going to keep seeing some really, really great deals. Monitors as well. We're seeing computer monitors that are like in the $99, $89 range right now. You'll see them Black Friday, maybe about that price, but usually not below $100. And these are some of the better big monitors that are out there. We're also seeing really good TV deals right now. And I know that may seem strange, but this is actually the time of year when people start to think about that. Because in the South, we have like 3 more weeks until football season is back. But we're seeing a lot of 4Ks. If you're in the market for a 4K, I don't know if I would even be able to tell you the difference, but probably somebody could. So if you're wanting that, then this may be the time to grab that too. And we do see great TV deals at Black Friday, but the fun part about them now, they're pretty much the same price, but I don't have to fight anybody for them, and I don't have to wake up at 2 a.m. to get them either. So it could be the time of year that you want to go ahead and grab them. Let's see. I'm just making sure I've caught all the questions. Okay, and I'm glad Laura got the printer. That was a really, really great deal. Any good deals on ink? Tiffany, I love when people ask me this because you won't like my answer. If you are still using an inkjet printer, it is time to switch. There are no good deals on ink ever. But if you will switch to a laser printer, black and white laser, if you're good with it, they do make color lasers, but those are really expensive. A black and white laser printer doesn't use ink, it uses toner. And Brother printers, which I rave about all the time, those printers you can get a $10 off-brand replacement cartridge from Amazon and that replacement cartridge, yeah, like one's $10, and you can't touch that with an inkjet at all. So not the answer that you want to hear probably, but it's time to switch printers. For the cost of ink in an inkjet, you can buy a black and white laser printer, same exact cost. So just stop buying ink for the printer you have and get a new printer and start saving money that way. Okay, so Tiffany's question for Publix that I skipped earlier. Live in Wilmington, North Carolina. Publix is coming to the area. Now, Publix has been expanding in North Carolina for the last year and a half. They do have plans, I think, to have 105. There are a lot of you getting Publix. The big things for folks in North Carolina for Publix, I live in Georgia, they have different policies based on where you live. But for North Carolina, for Publix, they do not double coupons. And that's going to be a big difference for you, Tiffany, because Harris Teeter does, Lowe's Foods does. You know, in a sense, it's almost going to be a, why should I go to Publix? And I kind of agree with you. I don't know why they moved in North Carolina and chose, but they did. What they have that the other stores don't have, they have a lot of buy one. The other stores have those too. Their prices will be a little bit lower on the buy one get one deals than the Harris Teeter, and that's when it loyalty. I don't know that I would get super excited. The one thing that Publix does have that no other grocery store in the Southeast has is a ton of store coupons. They're in booklets and pamphlets that are usually right near the weekly ad. So I can use those booklet and pamphlet coupons. They're store coupons, and I can use them with paper coupons to save more on other items. So that would be it. The one thing to consider, Harris Teeter and Lowe's Foods takes competitor coupons. So it was nice of Publix to give them to you, but you don't actually have to use them there. Just to throw that out there. And I'm sorry if you're super excited about Publix coming and then I'm kind of taking away the excitement, but they just really aren't doing a great job of competing in the North Carolina market when they have just this, really even Harris Teeter will blow away the number of buy one get one deals that Publix has. Publix has about 40 on a given week, but Harris Teeter might have 60 to 80. So Harris Teeter and Lowe's Foods double, you kind of get where I'm going. I just don't necessarily know that it's going to be the best option, but there will be some deals. Let's see. Catching up on questions. So Kendra, I mentioned the TV deals. So where would I recommend, where would I say to look for the best TV deals? So the deals I saw today, Kendra, on the 4K, if you're really in the 4K market, is at Dell.com. It's a strange place, I know, but Dell has fees. And they're on sale, a very good price, plus they're offering a $400 gift card with them when you buy them. They're still in the pricey range, mind you. I think they're on sale for $1,300, and then you get a $400 gift card back. So it makes it $900 for that 4K TV. And if you want a 4K, that's a pretty good price. I don't have $900 to spend on a TV. I don't even get cable. But if you're in the market, those are the best prices right now. Best Buy has also been running some pretty good TV deals. Best Buy, for some reason this summer, has really been coming out with a lot of big deals on just trying to keep people excited, I guess. They've been running Cyber Monday deals almost every single Monday. and Black Friday deals most Fridays. I guess they're going to do it for the whole summer. I don't know. But they're running some really good TV deals with those sales. So Dell.com and Best Buy would be the places that I would look right now. And then look for more deals the weekend of Labor Day. Labor Day is when football season kicks off. And I say the South, but I know the North doesn't really follow college football the way that the South does. So Labor Day weekend is college football kickoff weekend for most areas. And that's going to be the big weekend that we see the largest push on TVs. It's silly, but people are going to think, oh, football's starting, we should get a new TV. They do it, and they put the sales on for it. So just so you're aware of all of those that are out there. Okay, I think I'm all caught up on your questions. So let's jump back on just deals for clothing and accessories, which is where we were. So I mentioned lots of options to get consignment. If you're just joining us in either location, you can always go back and watch these when we finish. So if you want to catch up on the consignment options, those are all in the earlier part. One thing to not miss too, we are going into consignment sale season. So if you have kids and you've never shopped a consignment sale, it can definitely be a really great way to get super cheap back to school clothes. With consignment sales, you need to be smart about them, and you need to really go in. You need to find out when they start, and you need to try to be the first person in the door. Keep in mind that volunteers and people that sell usually get to shop before you. So I would even almost figure out, how can I volunteer even one shift to be able to be the person who gets to shop sooner. The good stuff goes really fast. The cheap stuff goes really fast. So if you've not ever shopped a consignment sale, I actually have a list of like 10 tips for consignment sale shopping on Southern Savers you can go and find, but you need to kind of learn up on it. There are some great deals to be had though. And I would also recommend looking for local consignment sales that are run by like moms clubs. So most cities have a twins club. You do not have to be a twin or have a twin to get to be part of their sale. And the twins club their sale is open to the entire public. When you shop at club sales like that, so not the top trade, not the really huge consignment sales, you actually get a better deal. No offense, but it's all about the cut. So Tot Trade, which is a really huge sale in my neck of the woods, it's really a company that's running the sale, takes a good chunk, like 35 to 40% of the price of the item. They take that. Well, what happens is, me as a mom trying to sell my items, I just mark my items up so that I can get a bigger piece of the cut back. And that's not going to happen when you go to the mom and pop or the church consignment sales that some churches will run. So look for those. They have the lowest prices and by far the best deals. Not saying there aren't any at local huge sales, but just an inside tip to save the most possible when you're really trying to get some big deals for back to school clothing options. So when's the best time to buy a gas grill? Maureen, anyone in this category, anytime there's something you want, this kind of was a tip that I gave this weekend in a class that I did. Anything you think you want, think about when you would no longer want that item, and a month after you would no longer want it, that's when it will be the best price. So a gas grill, best prices are in October. We don't tend to grill in October. It's getting kind of cold at night. It's just not what folks are doing. Lowe's and Home Depot want all of those grills off their floor so that they have room for Christmas. You may not be ready for Christmas in October, but they are. So gas grills, lawn mowers, all of those things, it's all October. The same with, swimming gear. I don't want to really go swimming when school starts back, or a lot of folks don't. So we see a lot of swimsuit sales and after summer sales starting even sometimes in August, but most of them are in September. So it's always the month after you no longer think you would want that item. That would be my personal inside tip on that one. Let's see. Can I explain the Target Cartwheel app? Sure. So Cartwheel is your own personal set of sales. I heard someone recently mention it as the Target tracking app, because it's Target's way of seeing what in the world it is that you want, what interests you in the store. Because I open up the app. To be able to get the sale, I have to add it to my account. And there are 600 coupons plus in Cartwheel. I obviously don't want all of them, and I actually can't get all of them. Cartwheel is going to limit you. When you first get started, it's going to limit you to 8. The more you use it, the more spots are going to open up so that you can keep saving more coupons in your account. I think right now I'm up to like 27. I don't ever need 27 though, by the way, so I don't panic at that number. But you can load coupons. Some of these are really high value. An example today, 50% off of CFL light bulbs. I go into the store, I buy those light bulbs, they scan my app at the register, and I get 50% off of those items right there at the register. So it's like a coupon, or it is a coupon, but it's really your own sale on that item. The fun part with Cartwheel is that it can still be used with a store coupon. So a printable, like $1 off this kind of store coupon, and it can still be used with manufacturer's coupon. So if I have, I'm making this one up, by the way, if I had, a 50% off Pantene coupon, it doesn't exist. Don't go try to use it. But I had a 50% off Pantene coupon, and I had a Pantene manufacturer's coupon, and I had a Target coupon for $10 off of $40 in beauty. I could use them all together. As long as I bought $40 worth of beauty, it doesn't matter if that Pantene's part of the mix, I'm good. So that's the fun part of Cartwheel. It's your own set of sales that you get to pick what you want. If you have never registered for Cartwheel, please register using your Facebook account. Get a Facebook for everyone on the Google Hangout. But the reason for that is that you'll automatically get a few extra spots to save more coupons because you're being social. Whatever, just give me more spots to save more coupons. So make sure if you haven't already registered for Cartwheel that you choose the Facebook option. If you have, then link your Facebook account to the account you already have so that you can earn that being social option. Let's see. So Tiffany's asking about coupon clipping websites. These would be sites that I get my coupons sent to me either already cut or whole inserts. There are lots of them out there. Now the way that I organize my coupons, I don't want pre-cut coupons. If you're gonna, for example, I don't cut my coupons until I go to the store. So if you sent me a whole bunch of pre-cut coupons, I'm just gonna sit there and stare at them. I have to do something with these. I have to organize them, and I don't want to do that. I like low time intensive side of things. So for me, I sit down and make my shopping list. That's when I cut my coupons. So Tiffany, my answer would be that I'm usually looking at, SundayCouponInserts.com or WholeCouponInserts.com so that I could order a whole coupon insert. That's how I want it. But if you want pre-cut coupons, for example, you opened up your Sunday paper and there was $5 off of your favorite product and you want a ton of them, then you could head to a coupon clipping site and you could order 10 of those $5 off coupons if you want. The two that Tiffany mentioned, Clip You Save and Clip to Save, there are lots of them that are out there. One other that I would mention, Tiffany, is thecouponclippers.com. So that's one that I did use in the past, and if I wanted a ton of one specific coupon, I would probably head there too. So thecouponclippers.com. Anne asked, do you pay for these coupons or are they free? Amanda Ann. You are going to pay for the time that it takes them to cut it. That's what they're going to say in the fine print because you're not technically allowed to sell coupons. So for example, the coupon clippers may take a $1 coupon that they cut for you and sell it to you for 7 cents. In the end, you're still saving 93 cents when you turn around and use it at the store, but you didn't have to buy the paper to get it. So it just depends on how you want to look at it. Whole coupon inserts, I'm going to pay by the insert, or Sunday coupon inserts, I pay by the insert. About $3 a paper, which is about what my normal newspaper would have cost anyway. So I do buy my inserts online and have them mailed to me. I don't have to worry about getting the Sunday paper that way. It just makes it kind of easier without having to do any work or gather papers. And Brian's answer on Google Hangouts for him, so the other side, I've kind of shared why I don't get pre-cut ones, but a I guess, a pro for getting pre-cut coupons versus whole inserts. For him, he says there's so many wasted coupons getting the whole inserts. So he likes to view the inserts, see what coupons you need, view the ads too, and then order them pre-cut so that he doesn't have to deal with it. And that can be a great one too. If you just want to deal with just the coupons that you think you're going to use, not deal with the rest of the inserts, it can be totally worth it in the end if that's the route you want to go. I just don't want them to come cut and have to organize them. So Brian, if you want to come and organize them all when they show up, I would be on board with that. But for me, I think if they all came cut in the envelope, or when they used to come cut in the envelope, I would still be like, oh, I kind of wish these hadn't come because I don't have time to deal with it right now. Where the whole inserts don't actually take that much time. They come, I write a date on the front of them, I shove them in a folder, and I deal with them when I want to go to the store. Let's see, coming back up. So Amanda says her grandfather has a job where he picks up people's newspapers. I wonder if there are coupons in there. Probably so. So you may want to ask him if he can help you out with that too. So what goes up first on Southern Savers, the unadvertised deals or the sale ad? Typically, Tiffany, the actual ad is what goes up first, because I usually get the preview from most stores early. So for Publix, for instance, the Publix ad is already up, but I can't tell you what's going to be unadvertised until I get to Publix on Wednesday and I walk the store looking for those unadvertised deals. So the ad goes up usually the day before, if not a couple days before, and then the unadvertised deals go up as soon as the ad starts and I can get to the store. The exception being lists like Harris Teeter that I can do the unadvertised deals online. So the Harris Teeter ad goes up on Tuesday afternoons, typically. Except this week, I'll have it up tonight for the ad. The unadvertised deals go up with that ad, merged together for Harris Teeter, because I can look it all up when their online system comes live at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I go through the online system kind of in this massive hurry, find all the unadvertised deals and throw it into the same list for Harris Teeter. But most stores, it's a separate list that goes up after the case. At Target, do you have to have a smartphone to load the apps? We're still old school and have no smartphone. So Tawana, that's a really great question for anyone that does not have a smartphone but wants to use Cartwheel. Exclusively for Cartwheel, just to answer that part at Target, Cartwheel is online. So I do not have to use the smartphone. I do not have to use my data either if I have a smartphone and I don't want, you're getting tight, it's the end of the month. Do not have to do that. Go to cartwheel.target.com. So cartwheel.target.com. You can log in, you can load all the coupons that you want from their website, and then you can print from their website the barcode that you would have shown on your phone. So I don't have to have a phone at all. I actually, just an inside tip, that barcode never changes. So if you want to have like crafting night, print out your barcode from target.com and laminate it. Make yourself your own little Target shopping card, because that is your Cartwheel barcode forever. Even my folks who are using the app, when I get to Target, I feel like they've coated the ceiling with reflective rays that do not allow my cell phone to get any service whatsoever in the store. So sometimes you're trying to pull up Cartwheel and it just won't. Like, I'm sorry, it's just not loading. This way, if you've actually printed out your Cartwheel barcode, you don't have to laminate it, but you could have fun with it. Duct tape it, whatever, with clear tape. But that barcode is yours forever, never changes. So I can print it and just stick it in my wallet. As long as I go online and load new coupons to it, I'm good. I don't actually have to print it out every single time I go to the store. So you're fine to not have a smartphone and to still use Target Cartwheel without a problem at all. Before we end tonight, I want to be able to get to a few other clothing tips. So we've talked a lot about used. I did talk about online, and that is an option for possibly saving more over local stores, especially when we've got a lot of coupon codes. This is another one. So I've got a lot of folks that are asking about backpacks, which we're going to put that in accessory category right now, bags and backpacks. So we are seeing really big deals on backpacks for back to school. I know Office Depot has 50% off a lot of backpacks this week. We're seeing even Staples is running rewards on them. Walmart has them as low as 10 bucks. So this is the time of year to do that. Keep in mind, for those of us who just want, a travel bag, that some of those are in the backpack sections. So I don't need a backpack. My kids don't need a backpack. But if I wanted a new computer bag or a new carry-on even, some of those bags are going to be in those exact, be on sale this time of the year. So just consider that along with whatever you're trying to grab deals on. For jewelry, since that's where most people go with accessories, there are lots of good deals on fashion jewelry, obviously not high end. This is going to be an online one as well. So I mention it a lot on the site, but Sense of Style is my go-to for jewelry things. They have sales all the time that are in the 50% off range, and they have free shipping on everything. I wouldn't recommend paying more than probably $6 or $7 for fashion jewelry, no matter where you purchase it. So that would be the at least price point to be looking for. Sense of Style does run probably the lower prices that you'll see. You'll also see some good deals on Jane.com. So Jane is like a daily deal site with a whole Zulily, however, it's going to be a bunch of their Zulily. I love Zulily, but you're going to forget that you long ordered it by the time it shows up on your doorstep. Jane does not have that issue. So Jane.com is going to be mostly for adult clothing and adult accessories, but they do still have some children's deals thrown in there too. For local deals on fashion jewelry, you're not going to find a lot. It's a lot more expensive in our local store. So I would recommend trying to grab whatever you can online versus trying to grab it in the store. Keep in mind, most stores even keep these things near the register. They're hoping you're going to make that last minute purchase. Nothing near a register is a good deal. So just stay away from those things unless you have, a 50-cent off Snicker bar and it's on sale for 50 cents. Don't buy it. Nothing near a register is a good deal, especially in a clothing store. So if you're checking out at Loft and you're like, oh, all the pretty jewelry is right here. Yeah, they want $30 for that fashion necklace. You could hop online and easily get it for $7 or $8. So always grab jewelry items online. Anka asks, can I post sites that I use for buying coupons? Yes, I've actually done some posts in the past. So I will respond to your comment when we hop off with a link to where those are. But wholecouponinserts.com, sundaycouponinserts.com, thecouponclippers.com, those would be the main ones that I would use right now. So Aaron asked a question, using the Cartwheel app when starting out, is it okay to essentially have 2 transactions with different sales on the app? Yes, you can scan your Cartwheel one time and then check out again and scan my barcode again. It doesn't matter. Each item in Cartwheel does have a limit of 4 items that can be used, that it can be used for. Sometimes it's a limit of 1, but normally it's a limit of 4. That's the only part that's going to get you. So if you tried to buy 8 light bulb packs, I can't use it that way. But as long as I'm within the limit for the coupon, then you could scan it as many times if you'd like. Okay, I think I'm all caught up. Do I have any advice for Groupon? Sometimes an item is great and sometimes it isn't worth anything, and I feel like the reviews can be unreliable. So my advice, honestly, and this is really advice for anywhere that you're shopping, needs to be that before you check out, you just instinctively open up a new tab in your browser and you go somewhere else. Go to Amazon, go to Walmart, go to Target, wherever you think that this item would be. So if I'm looking at an electronic deal on Groupon, maybe I go to Best Buy or whatever. Go somewhere else, see what the price is that they're offering it for, and then read reviews on that other site. So I can read the reviews on Groupon if I want, but read reviews somewhere else as well. Keep in mind, if you're reading Amazon reviews, usually the first 4, if not more, are all really paid reviews. So the person got the item for free in response to leave a comment or to leave their review. That doesn't always mean anything. So kind of scroll past those 3 or 4 top ones to get an idea of what the real review is for that item, but always compare against another site, especially if you're looking at the Groupon goods category, where Groupon is selling you something. It's not always the best deal. A lot of times it's refurbished if it's in the electronics section. So just make sure you know what you're talking about in terms of an extended warranty, and definitely checking the price and the reviews on another site. I mentioned this last week, but a great website to use to even compare Amazon prices is Camel. It's a funny name, but if I find something that I think is an amazing deal on Amazon, I can go to camelcamel.com and I can plug in the URL of the item on Amazon, and it's going to tell me for the last 6 months up to 2 years what the price for that item has been, so that you're going to know, is it really even on sale, or is this the price that it's always on Amazon? And then if you spot it and you're like, whoa, it's never been this price, then run over and buy it. But if it's not that, which is normally the case, your eyes will be opened a little bit and you'll kind of realize, oh, I don't need to be in any hurry. This has been the same on sale 20% off for the last 6 months. So Camel is a really good way to kind of spot what is a deal and what's really a pretend deal. And can be helpful too if you're kind of trying to compare against another site. Brian also mentions, Jessica, to help you out in the Google Hangout room, that Groupon is great for restaurant discounts. And that's really what I would head to it at. Look at Groupon and Living Social both, what they originally were created for. It wasn't to sell you electronics. It was to sell you discounts on local deals. And that's what they're still really good at. I don't know. I've bought maybe 2 or 3 things from Groupon Goods over the last 4 years that they've been around, but we mostly go there to buy places to eat, discounts for places to eat, and things to do. So if you're or we want to eat it out, I can get it to $7. That's what they were started for, and that's really for instance focus the most on those signs and trying to save. A couple people, let's go. There we go. And we helped you out in the comments and left exactly where to go to order things. I'm proud of them for finding that. You have to kind of dig sometimes. What about bath tissue? Also known as toilet paper, but in the grocery world, we call it bath tissue. Do we know of any good discounts for it? So Amanda, I'm gonna refer you to a feature that is on Southern Savers. I don't know if you've ever used it, but we have an item search, and you can type in bath tissue, and the item search is gonna show every deal that we have on that right now this week. So that's the best place to kind of see what is near you and the brand that you want. So just type in bath tissue into the item search. This is on the right-hand sidebar of the main Southern Savers site. If you're using the mobile site, I don't know, if you're using the app, it's the little magnifying glass. I'm trying to think about where it would be on the mobile site, but it's on the main right-hand side. Just search for bath tissue in that, and it's gonna show you every single deal that's out there. So what was the last thing that I paid full price for? That takes a thought moment. Okay, so I'll confess, lately, the last thing that I paid full price for, and I do pay full price for them, in trying to lose weight, I have fallen in love with the bistro salad bowls that are in the grocery store. These are salads that are all in one little kit. They even have a fork in them. And I have been buying those when they're not on sale at full price. They are produce items, so I can't get like 42 of them and stick them in the freezer. I have to get them. I can get about 6, but then by the end of the week, they're not really that great anymore. So that is something that when they're not on sale, I do pay full price for them, but I still try to have a coupon to use with them. Buy low lately, I have been loving. Anyone that is near Buy Low, I hope that they're being as sweet to you as they are to me. My mail yesterday had 2, or not yesterday, we don't get mail on Sunday. My mail on Saturday, 2 different Buy Low flyers with a 10 off 30 coupon and a 5 off 40 coupon. That is perfect for me. Buy Low sells bistro bowls, but I don't buy them there. They only have 2 different flavors to pick from. Publix sells them, but Publix will take Buy Low's coupons. So if I have to pay full price for it, at least I can have a general off my total purchase coupon. Maybe that makes it all better in the end. And Amanda is kind of answering your question for you. Yes, the Quilted Northern deal at BuyLow is by far the best deal that is out there this week. You have one more day to grab it. Anyone that is near a BuyLow, you can get Quilted Northern for possibly the best price we've seen on toilet paper in a really long time. It's buy one, get one. We've got a Publix store coupon and a manufacturer's coupon that can all be paired together. It makes it less than $1 after all of the coupons for like a 6-roll mega pack of toilet paper. It's a really good deal. So thanks for chiming in with that one. I had forgotten about it. My brain has long moved on to all the new ads for this coming week, which does not have a really amazing deal on Quilted Northern. So Nan asked a great question, and we'll probably will make this the last one. We'll see how many more come in. But what is a good, safe payment method to use for online shopping rather than a personal credit card or debit card? Never a debit card, Nan. Never want to use that online. But I would possibly recommend 2 options in terms of online shopping. A prepaid credit card can be one. The tricky part with a prepaid credit card is that if it does get stolen, you kind of have to fight to get your money back from it because it was your money that you loaded on there, and then I have to try to get it back. A regular credit card, actually, though, if that gets stolen, I have to fight for them to waive that off of me, but I'm not actually liable for that money, and I don't have to fight to get it back. So that can be the tricky part with a prepaid card versus a traditional credit card, but possibly going with PayPal online shopping option. With PayPal, they're going to end up with your email address, but they don't end up with any other personal information about you. So if you've not looked into that one, there's no cost to you to use PayPal. You still link it to a credit card or to a checking account, but the folks that you check out with don't actually ever end up knowing that information. So that could be the way to go. And then a prepaid Visa card, if that's what you want to try for sites that don't accept PayPal. I just worry about the prepaid side because if it does get stolen, you're going to have to fight to get your money back. Okay. So are the coupons that we use only in the paper? Barbara, we see a lot of coupons that are printables as well. So if you head to southernsavers.com and you click on the printables tab, that's at the top, you'll see probably about 40 different sites that you can print from. So you won't run out of printable coupons. You can also head to the coupon database and find specific coupons that you're wanting to. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and call us there. We will have the same Monday night Q&A next Monday night, same time, same place, 8:30 Eastern. So hopefully you guys can join us either place, Google Hangout or Facebook Live. And if you have questions between now and then, you can always email me, Jenny@southernsavers.com, or send a Facebook message. Thanks. I hope you guys have a great week.